You're
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, but you're still going out posting shit on Twitter saying that I'm stealing your content. I'm not stealing your content because we had that conversation, and that's not happening.
Where's the tweet? Bring up the tweet on stream right now that I said that you.
I don't get this.
So the surrealist of all things has happened as well. Now Keemstar has come down upon his white stallion of righteousness to come to Gondor's aid, to come to Gautor's aid, to come to King Philip the Bold's aid. He's smiting Doody upon a glorious white stallion. How this has happened, God only fucking knows.
Yep.
But Keemstar is coming in to smite Phil's enemies. So this is where we're at.
Okay. I think it's a minute in. It starts.
He's adding no comment.
Yes, I clipped, which is perfectly fine. He got about 25 minutes in. He comes over addressing an issue.
This is seriously Doody's setup. Like, look at how cringe this shit is. But it comes from the mind of a 57-year-old man. So, for those of you who don't know, Doody is a 57-year-old guy who lives in a trailer. Okay? He's broke as a fucking joke. He has nothing going for him in life. He's a bum. That's what he is. Now, he pretends that he's a multimillionaire who lives on a yacht. He claims that he owns a yacht. He claims that he's at the yacht club, and he edits the Phil videos on his laptop while he's out on the yacht fucking all these models, and he doesn't need the money from Phil, but that's not true. It's not true! He's actually a broke dick 57-year-old bum whose entire life revolves around Phil, but he also wants Phil to die, even though Phil is the only way he can pay his bills. So Keemstar comes on to try and grill Doody about robbing from King Phil.
Well,
by being a dirty parasitic clip channel.
Well, let's remember, no one had a problem. No one said anything about clip channels until Doody brought up a terms of service, possible terms of service violation.
Yes.
That he thinks that DSP did, which was like, he's like, DSP's like, you're a bitch or whatever. It's like, that's a terms of service violation, which is implying and call to actioning his viewers, in our opinion, to flag a DSP for terms of service. So then we're like, you have uncommentary, like no commentary on clips that are 30 minutes or whatever. So Keem sees this, here we are, and now we're here. Okay.
On my content, my video. And I'm sitting here saying to myself, no, that did not happen, Phil. An issue. The issue that we had was a fucking tweet that I made. And, like I said, I reached out and I apologized. I said, if it came off that I was trying to
Okay, let's go.
To do that.
Oh my God.
There.
Listen to this fucking guy talk, dude. What a clown. Like, what a fucking bozo. Like, just instantly... Guys, you realize I wasn't talking because it just zoned me out. Like I was like in like a brain fog. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck am I even listening to? Am I live on the air? Like, seriously, I feel like a fucking dementia patient having to listen to fucking Doody. Grandpa, where am I? Am I on the beaches of Normandy, grandson? Like, this is how you feel listening to fucking Doody. How there are people that willingly subject themselves to the Doody and they don't just flush it from their feed immediately is beyond my understanding.
What's up, Keem?
What's going on?
Nothing, brother. You wanted to jump on. What's
nothing, brother? You wanted to jump on.
I'm seeing some pretty concerning stuff from you.
Keep
bing bong.
I'm seeing some concerning stuff from you, Doody.
You know, Keem's wearing a tank top, cross-armed, and a backwards friggin' bandana is on, too.
Let's go, Killer Keemstar.
I can picture it immediately.
Not gonna lie.
What's up?
I went to go just do some yard work over at my campsite, and I want to see what this current drama was going on between...
Pause. Just look at Doody's chat. Every single person in there is a Janny. Every single person in there is a fucking mod. Any person who disagrees with him is immediately banned. This is just like total like thought police insanity. Meanwhile, They say Phil lives in North Korea and Phil like won't let anybody disagree or criticize him. But look at this guy's chat. Look at it.
Kino Casino, Phil, and you.
Named.
Yep.
And I start watching you talk, and you're saying stuff that's just like insanely concerning. First of all, you're calling yourself a content creator.
That's what he goes. You said something highly concerning. You said you
called
were a
yourself
content creator. And it's so based, it's so righteous because he's not. He's not a content creator. He's not a character in things. He's not interesting. He's not funny. What he is a guy who just takes clips of Phil. The only reason anybody is watching him is to see the clips of Phil, and he puts his gay little overlay over it. And he doesn't give any fucking commentary whatsoever in 90% of cases, or if it is commentary, it's incredibly minimal. And then he sits up here and pretends like he's a god or that he's a fucking king. No, he's just a little parasite. He's a fucking tapeworm upon the body of Phil. And no matter how much you want to shit talk Phil is this low, Phil is this scammer, Phil is this beggar king, Phil is this, Phil is that. Ultimately, you are a leech upon Phil. So as low as you put Phil, you are lower than him. You are beneath him. You are the parasite of Phil.
Do you really think like clipping 30 minutes of someone else's content and uploading it is content creation?
Okay, I see what Keem is addressing here.
Content regurgitation.
Keemstar's video for 30 minutes. I
No,
don't know
but
if you
he
guys.
doesn't even actually try and talk to Keem like he's a human being. That's how you can tell. Like this guy has no social ability whatsoever. He just starts like talking in the third person as though
He's
he's
talking
like,
to chat about Keem.
You know, about
he's talking about Keem as if he's watching a video reacting. I see what Keem's talking about. It's like you're talking to Keem.
Know that, and he was pretty upset with me, even after the fact that I chatted with him previously and I got the okay to do it. Now, after that, we had a conversation, and he said, "Don't clip my stuff." And I said, "Okay, I'm going to do commentary over your videos, and that's all I'm going to do," which is what I did.
I don't agree with anything you just said.
You can look on my channel.
I don't agree with anything you just said. Just crushing Doody. The Doody is getting flushed.
No, hold on. No,
Look, his own chat.
And then he's desperate.
No, let
he's
me.
like clamoring. He's like, hold on.
You Ash, look at this guy in his own chat. Toxic Dubs. You don't edit shit. His own like modded chats. Like, you don't edit. What the fuck are you talking about?
He doesn't edit anything. The thing that's disgusting about Doody, and he did it to us today, before the stream even ends, before a content creator even has a chance to clip their own shit, this guy is stealing and putting it up first. Like,
wait,
at a
really?
certain point, right? Yeah, no, he's already clipped up our segment. I'm pretty sure somebody in chat said this. He already clipped up our interview with Josh, and he's posting parts of it before the interview is even concluded. It's like, what the fuck, buddy? But is there any commentary? But this is what it is, right? It's just straight up copy paste jobs. Here, let me take 30 minutes of show. Let me put it on with an overlay. Oh, bro, it's transformative, bro. And then you just monetize it. You put ads on it. If he didn't put ads on it or monetize it, it wouldn't be as much of an issue. But he feels like he deserves to profit off of regurgitating other people's content.
Excuse me.
Keem, let me finish. No, let me finish.
Local Live.
Yes.
By the way, like, I hope he's not monetizing our fucking videos.
Oh, I mean, he is. He absolutely is.
Referring to an actual clip.
Look, I mean, that's not strike worthy, but it's maybe we get the monetization worthy for that.
Well, it's maybe like, f you, I'm going to put you on blast for your bullshit behavior level, at least.
No, like, it's not DMCA. It's where you leave. All right, you could keep the video up, but any monetization, we get it. Like, that might be the way to do that, right?
Maybe.
Yes.
35 minutes.
Because I don't like striking people, but like, you can't monetize our clip. No.
Well, before we're even done the stream.
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
The thing is, it's like before we're even done the stream, you've already uploaded it. What's up with that, Doody?
Well, no, we're not down for that. We disagree with that, and you are not allowed to do that. So, just letting you know.
of my content isn't a
It's
clip.
fucking bullshit.
That is not a clip.
Look, again,
Clips are
I don't
like-
care if you clip our shit, but putting it behind a paywall, monetizing it, no, that's not how it works. Not how clipping works. If you comment on our shit, whatever, have at it. You know what I mean?
5 minutes or less.
Yes.
Most clips are like 1 minute long.
Okay.
All right. I deal with clips my entire fucking career, right? Well, not my entire career, but when I started Drama in 2012, right?
Yes.
We watch clips, we review clips, we react to clips. 35 minutes is not a fucking clip. You are using the wrong term. No one online thinks that 35 minutes of someone else's content uninterrupted is considered a clip.
And Keem, what did I do? Can you tell the people what I did? What specifically did I do when you called me out on Twitter?
But why can't he just like directly address what Keem is saying? Well, what did I do then? Well, what did I do then?
But
no.
you're-
I didn't take anything down. Hold on a second. Let's be consistent here. I called you to talk about what happened. And in that conversation, I said to you, dude, we talked about this. You gave me permission. If it's a problem, I understand that. I understand that it's too long. I said, cool, not a problem. I'll take it down, right? And we even talked about what's permissible. And you said, keep your clips under 8 minutes. I said, okay, not a problem. I post another video that was around 8 or 9 minutes, and you're giving me shit again about that. You're saying, why am I still? Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We had that conversation.
I told you 8 minutes.
Okay.
Sorry,
Like, ultimately, here's an idea, Doody. How about you just stop fucking clipping them? Why do you believe that you have a right to Keemstar's content or our content or Phil's content? Like, why do you believe? Because I'm perfectly okay, because this is what we do. We take somebody's shit, we edit it, we talk over it, we add tons of commentary. But you can't just take somebody's shit, just upload it without any commentary whatsoever, and then pretend like it's legit. And it's the same thing with these clip channels. And these clip channels have been the bane of my existence for a long time. Going back to T-Clips, man. T-Clips putting clips behind a fucking paywall. Like selling memberships to your fucking clip channel. What clip channels are supposed to be is getting like the big special moments from people's shit and uploading it.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to not be for money. Like that, like honestly. Like, if you're being a legit clip channel, you're not about the money. You're not trying to count the money. But Doody is all about
It's a
the
hobby.
money.
It's like a
That's
hobby.
what he's about. It's supposed to be a hobby.
Yeah, like, I like this show. I want to enjoy it. You know, back in Opie and Anthony days, there was like a million Opie and Anthony clippers. And if you uploaded their full episode, it'd be erased off YouTube, right? But yeah, go ahead. Sorry for interrupting.
But there are like clip channels that I do like that take stuff. The other problem with clip channels that I have is when clip channels try and insert themselves into the drama. There are clip channels, like, listen, even if you want to monetize it, it's whatever. But these clip channels insert themselves into drama. They try and make themselves main characters in drama. They try and make it so that they're like the tastemakers and their opinions on things run shit. When actually, you're just a fucking clip channel. Like, you're a fucking clip channel. Just shut the fuck up. But there's just so much drama. And a lot of the time it happens, unfortunately, when the clip channel owner is female. Because you get all these fucking simps that worship the fucking clip channel creator. And
the T-Clips fucking
apply.
shit. The T-Clips shit
my
was,
God.
that was like 6 months of like, who are you? Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Yeah.
And she would go into our DMs, everyone's DMs, and try and pit people against each other. So there would be drama between people, so she could clip more. She'd be like, I heard this guy said this about you, which is bullshit. And like all this broken telephone stuff, right? Try to get involved. But yeah, that did happen. Yeah, T-Clips was an old...
That's who I'm talking about when I say that shit. Because it was just such a miserable experience dealing with that fucking bitch. Now, today, I don't really give a fuck, you know?
Yeah.
I don't really want to relitigate the drama with T-Clips.
No,
but, you know, it reminds me of this situation. It's like, this is not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be you're doing a service to the community. You're volunteering your time to clip stuff. It's not meant to be a career path. It's not meant to be like I need to get rich off this shit or I should pay my bills through clipping and stealing other people's shit. That's really not how it should be.
Yeah, and also trying to be like cheeky about it. Actually, theoretically, I did add like 30 seconds when it started. It's like, no, that's not how it works. In fact, reuse content on your own videos isn't allowed. Did you know this, Ashton?
Yes.
If we took all our old videos and made one massive 10-hour video, you could be banned for that. It's called reuse to prevent YouTubers from like re-uploading the same video over and over and over so they could just make more monetization off the new algorithm wave it's part of, right? So they even say when you clip your own show that's on YouTube, obviously it has to be on YouTube, right? You have to it has to be like 5 minutes or less, or else it's reuse. So clip channels existing is like in itself crazy that it's allowed, and you should be happy that you have the privilege of doing that with someone else's content, right? But then saying, oh, he has to be fucking not DDoS, he has to be
saying
TOS.
I saw 6 TOS violations, and it's like you're biting the hand that feeds you. Without Phil, there is no you. There is no, but nobody's gonna care about Doody.
Well,
let's be real.
And what? So Doody, you're allowed to clip his stuff, make fun of him, and be part of this detractor. The minute he talks about you, you're breaking toss. Be a man. This is like the fucking bully poking the kid and he fucking gets tripped up. Okay, I'm sorry.
That's exactly what it is. Because Phil's been taking shit off this guy for years. Then suddenly Phil talks back some shit, and it's like, I'm threatening to flag you. There's TOS violations. Okay, buddy. All right, let's hear Keem felting Doody here.
8 minutes, and I clipped it thinking we were cool. And Pescator, if Pescator's in the chat, I went through Pescator and talked to him because I even asked Pescator, hey, can you ask Keem if it's okay if I post my clip before Locale does? And Pescator reached out to you and you said, yeah, that's fine. Okay. I posted a clip that was like 8 minutes long, and you're trashing me on Twitter that I'm stealing your content. So again, what do? I call you again on Discord and said, dude, you gave me permission. You said it was fine. And you said, no, you can't clip my stuff unless you do commentary. I said, okay, Keem, now that we understand each other, anytime I post something from Locale, I'm going to provide commentary. And I'm going to delete the other videos that I posted. What did I do? I deleted those videos, not privated them. I deleted those videos, and I only have 2 videos on Locale Live.
Wait, everyone, okay, what's happening on Locale?
I guess are they sniping us? I don't mind if they.
Of course,
I don't mind if they want to watch us felt Doody here or what.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me just see. Everyone in chat.
Age. I signed an NDA. I ain't gonna talk about money at all ever again. I ain't talking about it now.
I didn't talk about money either. Okay. I said I didn't want to rock the fucking boat. Maybe it was the wrong choice of words.
You said that you didn't want to with your money.
All right, let's go back.
I mean, that's straight up what happened. I guess Wings is trying to throw us under the bus. Like,
by
honestly,
saying what?
By saying that he never said. But what he said, listen, I'm just gonna read these DMs. If Wings wants to battle with it, like I'm going to verbatim read some of these DMs.
Yeah.
With Jordy. I said, hey, Wings.
Everyone head into their chat and tell them we're going to read the DMs.
What are you doing Saturday night at 8:30 p.m.? Would you be interested in playing Chain together with us in DSP?
Okay.
It would only be a couple hours commitment.
That's
he
nice.
Goes, hey, dude, I would, but Keem has a grudge against you guys. And I am not trying to mess with my money at all.
Oh.
That's verbatim what he said. I said, that's sad to hear, man. He seemed to be trying to ease up on the Phil thing with his apology yesterday. We're all going to simultaneously broadcast, so you could probably make some decent super chats if you went live with us. Ultimately, it's your decision. I don't want to mess up your money. He says, I'll let him know Boogie is just at the end of his ability to make money and loves attention. He'll do anything for it. I still hold on to morals. I told him, Keem is telling me now he wants you to go on and has no grudge with us.
Yikes.
Why the are you telling us he has a grudge and throwing him under the bus? If you didn't want to go on with Phil or us, just say, man. He says, yeah, I talked to him and I jumped the gun a bit, misunderstanding things said. Then I tried to get him on again, and he had to take a nap. So that's like the reality
So
of
yeah,
what happened.
but now he's trying to like reverse it and say that he had never said that, but he did say that, and that's
It's
why
okay.
you were like, and we were live right after. Remember? It doesn't matter. We're not fucking.
It's
We're not
okay.
Like, mad.
I'm not gonna like litigate that right now.
It's whatever.
You
It's
know,
whatever. It's whatever.
It doesn't matter to
Boogie
me.
called PPP a liar.
That's okay. I don't think he did. Let's continue on.
Now people are just trying to start the drama here.
Straight commentary. If you like, I can show you those videos. So again, you're coming at me on Twitter and saying that I'm stealing your
and by the
content.
way, and there's a big thing I want to say about this video we're watching right now. There's a big thing that Doody will say a billion times. He'll say, some of my videos have commentary. That is fine, Doody. If 99% of your channel goes with YouTube's terms of service and it's fine, that's fine. But if 1% breaks TOS or is DMCA, copyright, whatever, it doesn't matter if 99% of your channel is amazing. If there's 1% that is breaking TOS, you could still be in trouble. So it doesn't really matter saying, well, some videos have commentary. That doesn't matter. Anyway.
I'm stealing local. And I'm like, no, the fuck, I'm not. And I even called you out for it. I said,
Yes,
no, I'm
you did.
not.
You took 35 minutes
Yes.
of our show and just
Yes.
uploaded it to your channel like it was yours.
Exactly.
That's stealing.
Yes, after I
So he
before
admitted
thinking
that's
it,
stealing. Oh my
Wait,
god! All right.
wait.
Channel
hang on.
like it was yours.
exactly.
That's stealing.
Yes, after before thinking
That's
it.
stealing.
Listen to me, Keem. Before I was under the impression we had a conversation and that was perfectly fine. I was wrong. And I told you, yep, okay, now that I understand what the rules
You're not
are.
just wrong. You're not just wrong there. You're wrong in every single aspect. Like you're bringing up a court case where Phil can't sue you, but I look into it and it's short clips edited together. It's not what you're doing.
Yes,
what
I
you're
do.
doing is the exact opposite.
Yes,
and
I do. So,
Furthermore,
again, you don't even-
Yeah, again, you do that, but you also break the rules also. That's what Keem is saying here.
You don't even know my content,
you're
Keem.
over
You
here
don't
and
even
you're
know my
saying that
content.
Phil, you're over here saying Phil is breaking the terms of service
Yes.
because he
When
called
they're-
you mean names. You don't even
Dude,
qualify
that
to
was
be
a
in the
joke.
YouTube partnership
Dude,
program,
that was a-
and you're gonna lose all your goddamn ads.
was
I'm
a
telling you
joke.
that right
Keem,
now.
Keem.
Now that this is a story and people are
It doesn't matter if it's a joke. Can you jokingly like talk about swatting someone? No.
But this is the thing: is he's gonna pull up this clip of Phil basically saying he doesn't care
Yeah.
when people clip or whatever, and then say that gives him explicit permission to upload stuff without commentary. No, it doesn't.
No.
And Phil is also making this statement under the duress of if he doesn't say that people are okay to do that, he's gonna get fucked with more and more and more. So is it really like a good faith permission that it's extended to you to just steal his shit and upload it till the end of time, dude?
Mhm.
No, it's not.
talking about it. It's gonna get to you.
By the way, even if Phil says this, right? And then he goes, well, you, I'm still going to DMCA you. He could still do that. Not saying that's right to do, but I'm just saying like him saying this is not legally like now all his work forever is duties. It's not work.
You know,
YouTube,
Okay.
they're going to look at your channel
No
and they're going to
problem.
say not enough original content.
No
And you're
problem.
going to lose all your ads altogether.
Keem.
That's your future. If you
Keem, no
keep doing
problem.
this.
Keem, listen
I
to me.
just watched
Stop
a clip
yelling.
of
Hold
you
on. Stop fucking
Listen,
yelling.
You're gonna listen to me
No,
and
no,
pass
you're on
the
my
goddamn
show, brother.
clip
You're on
of
my
you
show.
taking 30
You're on
minutes of
my show.
DSP's podcast.
he's
You're
trying
on
to
my
big
show.
dog.
Oh,
He's
okay.
trying to big dog Keemstar and yell over Keem, like, because you can tell right away, dude. He's like immediately shitting his pants that he's gonna lose his ads.
Mm.
Because that's the only reason he does this shit is to try and collect ad revenue, and it's his only means of paying his bills. Because this whole story about how he's this retired multimillionaire with a yacht is nonsense. We all know it.
Yeah.
Interrupt it. 30 fucking
Which one?
minutes.
Let's see.
And you have the nerve to call yourself a content creator?
Hey,
You
Keem.
have the nerve to say that with your chest out?
Hey,
You're
Keem.
a fucking phony. You're a
Hey,
fraud.
hey, Keem, hold
You're
on.
not the good guy in this situation.
Keem,
You're the
hold
bad guy.
on,
In
Keem.
every aspect.
Hold on.
I can get every single fucking YouTuber to
Yes.
find out about this situation, and
Whoa,
no one is going to
Keem.
side with you.
That's fine.
No one is going to side
I'm
with
not
you.
asking
You are a
anyone to
goddamn
side with
thief.
me, Keem. Keem, Okay,
It takes
hold
one
on,
person to
Keem.
call up YouTube and say,
Go
"Hey, do
ahead.
a review on this person's
Go-
channel." And
dude.
you are disqualified
Dude, go
from the YouTube
ahead.
partnership program.
Keem, if that's what you...
Disqualified.
No. See, okay, here's the thing: is what Keem is trying to say here, and we're gonna hear the second part. What Keem's trying to say is, how would you like it? Like, we're not gonna tell on you, but how would you like it if we told on you? Right?
You know?
And then he goes, well, don't do that after. He'll go, like, don't do that. And
But
Keem's like,
then you're suggesting you're going to tattle on fucking Phil.
yeah.
And you guys do tattle on Phil all the fucking time.
Hello.
I don't know what happened. I didn't.
Okay,
I didn't
so
delete
it ended up hanging up randomly, okay? And then it came back up.
you or anything.
I was done with what I had to say. You kept going on these
Keem just hung up on him because he was done.
big long spiels of coping, and I was just
no,
done with hearing
dude.
it.
Keem, there is no
Whoa,
cope, man.
imagine coping.
No,
really-
you're saying like, oh, I got permission,
Yeah.
and
I'm gonna
the
quit.
clip wasn't that bad, and
I'm
it was
gonna-
transformative. All is
Keem.
just bullshit. It's not
Keem.
transformative. You can't
Keem.
take 35 minutes of someone's content.
Your
this is-
content.
One
I-
thing
I
I,
your
do want to
content.
say
Very
about
fuck-
this too is like, I know that this take always causes people to give creators shit, you know, because people are like, oh, why can't you just allow it and stuff like that. But you know what? It comes a certain point where this is being allowed to stay up, like by the good graces of the creators.
Mhm.
And as long as you add commentary, I don't give a fuck. You know, you could take a whole Kino Casino. As long as you put commentary over it, awesome. But when you just take some shit and you put it in an overlay like that, and you just like take 35, 40-minute segments, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Especially when they don't even allow the creator a chance to upload their own version first. That's what I have a problem with. While you're still streaming, these fucking guys have the shit up. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, you try and be fair with people, but it's like, whoa, buddy, really?
Understand the
that, Keem.
commentary community
Yes.
and the people that cover this stuff. I understand YouTube, DMCA, copyright strikes. I understand the partnership program and the TOS of YouTube. You're in violation of everything.
Okay.
Of everything.
Okay. Well, first
And
of
then
all,
you're over here and you're lying to your audience about, hey, check out this case file and check out that case
Yes.
file. It's irrelevant to what you're actually doing.
Harris versus Benjamin. That's one thing. And the other thing that I wanted to show you, if you
Like,
allow me
I
to
love
show
how this
you,
guy thinks he's a
is-
lawyer. It's Harris versus Benjamin. Harris versus Benjamin, or whatever fucking case that you think that you understand, even though you're a trailer park bum, okay, has nothing to do with what the YouTube partnership program actually is. You've agreed to YouTube's terms of service. You have agreed to the terms of service of their partner program. And what he's doing is not allowed by the partner program. And that's why he's running away from a manual review of his content and won't give permission for it to be manually reviewed, because he knows his ads would be taken away. And that's the only reason that he's doing this shit.
Darkseid Phil himself. Now, if he wants to retract this is perfectly fine. But Darkseid Phil every single year makes this announcement, makes this proclamation.
Someone's name when they're outright saying it's not them. So
Oh, by
once
the
again,
way,
you're
like-
Oh, yeah, bro.
Keemstar can't even hear him playing this shit.
Oh, yeah. By the way, in Doody's chat, DSP went in there and goes, okay, well, I retract what I said.
My permission.
And then he
And
got
then
banned.
they banned him and then pretended he never said that. And then in DMs I had with Doody after the fact, he tried to pretend that was never fucking said. And I said, no, it absolutely was said. And Doody claims Phil has to say it on video, that text isn't good enough, so that Doody can clip farm it for content and say, oh, look what a pussy Phil is. So you just understand how disingenuous this whole argument he's about to make is.
yearly times. I will remind everyone.
yeah,
I'll say it
I
again.
am.
Hold on,
And-
listen.
And by the
Listen.
way, Doody tried to lie to my fucking face in DMs, lie to my face over the internet in DMs, and say that not anybody in chat was banned. When I had at least a half dozen of our fans come to me and say personally they were banned from Doody's chat. And I watched in real time as it happened, and Doody tried to fucking gaslight me about it like a scumbag.
Yeah. By the way, someone in DMs was saying, I agree with with what you're saying, minus the clips that are used, like in Sargon's case. Okay, but in that case, Sargon
That was-
actually edited a video and juxtaposed statements to show hypocrisy. So that's still editing and changing its original like intent.
Yes. And
right?
also what factored into that decision as well was that both Sargon and that liberal had completely different audiences. So in no way was this usurping or taking away viewership or money from her, because Sargon's fans would never watch her in the first place. Whereas Doody, the audience overlaps tremendously with Phil. Like, let's not be real. He is taking away viewers and money that might have gone to Phil.
Yeah.
You can use it.
I can't hear it. You're not sharing the stream.
Do not hit anyone
because you're not a
Sorry,
content
sorry.
creator. You want to understand that.
I know.
Funny, huh?
I need that money.
But yeah, you're on my stream. Someone that's someone that has
On my stream.
someone that has
You're
multi,
welcome.
someone that
You're
has
welcome.
Wow, Keem's statement. You're welcome.
Yep.
Like, don't ever act like this is my house. That's gay.
Someone that has
You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome.
million subs. I appreciate you coming out. I do. I appreciate it.
Thank you. There we go.
Oh,
Then
thank
stop
you. Oh,
acting
yeah,
like
yeah.
a fucking hard ass. You're on
I'm
my
not
stream.
acting like a hard ass, dude. But the problem
Wow.
is that if you want to have a conversation, at least let me speak. You just want to sit here and derail me and do and put out bad information. For example,
Well, Doody, when I'm quiet and I let you talk, you just never stop. But go ahead. What's your point?
oh, I know you're not talking about not stopping because you're just and that's what you do. You try to run over people and do wrong information. I tried to explain the situation.
Run over people like Doody has a leg to fucking stand on. Like, give me a break, buddy. You're supposed to be an internet troll. You're talking about, oh, you're running me over, Keem. It's not Keem's fault that you have the verbal IQ of a fucking pack of cigarettes, bud. You have the verbal IQ of a fucking donkey, okay? You sound like you're talking out your ass all the time. You're unable to string sentences together. You're not a compelling orator, as the kids would say. You're a fucking joke. It's not Keem's fault that you're not able to defend yourself in a verbal altercation. You're running me over. Well, why don't you figure it out, dude?
That happened between me and you. And you sit here and every time I bring up a point, you say, I don't remember that. So, okay, you don't remember that. Okay, so I'm giving you what happened. And I outright said, okay, I was wrong. I was mistaken. I'm going to pull it down. And anything that I pull from Keem will have commentary. And that's what I did. You're
Thank
still,
you.
you're
That's
speaking.
what you're supposed to do.
Okay, but you're still going out posting shit on Twitter saying that I'm stealing your content. I'm not stealing your content because we had that conversation and that's not happening.
Where's the tweet? Bring up the tweet on stream right now that I said that you.
I don't get this. You'd think for the guys, whoever it is, right, who go out there and, restream this stuff and talk shit and make fun of someone and they're like trolling every day and going da-da-da-da, right? You'd think a tweet against them would be like, oh, whatever. Like, don't you see?
Right?
Like, well, Keem was like, oh, you took my clip on Twitter. Ah! Bro, your whole life is shitting on someone. Just take the fucking, it's like what Phil says. The camera's been turned back on you. It flashes and you move on. How are you like, can you believe it?
You're stealing my content. When was this?
And this is the thing, too, is these fucking people have never had any pushback. That's why.
Never.
There's been no pushback. So they're like, oh my God, what the hell?
What do you mean? There's going to actually be a case made that's against me? Yes. These guys are always used to being the hammer because they pick on the lowest of the fucking low. They pick on fucking, honestly, like, Phil really, like, can't defend himself against bullshit that these guys fucking do.
Mm-hmm.
These guys go after motherfuckers that just aren't really capable of defending themselves, and then they feel like they're a big tough man for dunking on them. Oh, look at this, look at that. And because everybody, like, there's this huge hate community against the guy, he's able to, like, siphon off his portion of it and make money off it. But if he was going up against some of the people we've went up against, like Nick Fuentes and the Groypers, he couldn't fucking handle it because those motherfuckers will argue back and they will fight back. You understand? So he picks targets like Phil. Phil doesn't really want to fight back, nor does he really know how to fight back against these sort of people. They're always the hammer, and the moment they're the fucking nail, they freak the fuck out and they lose their mind, and they've been spiraling at the idea they might be the butt of the joke for once.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can dish it. And I know nobody likes to take it, but sometimes you have to. And they don't. They cry.
It has to be on yours because I got false DMCA takedown on Twitter because I was posting clips.
Okay, false takedown DMCA on clip because I was posting clips. You know what I mean? Like, is it false? Is it right to flag someone? Probably not. But is it? But if it's their own clip, like I don't get it. Like this whole false statement is ridiculous.
But it's not really. I mean, these are rules that we've all come up with for each other to avoid mutually assured destruction. Where it's like, because if everybody is flagging and everybody's claiming each other, then nobody's going to make any money and everything's going to be f***ed, right? But there comes a point with these guys where they're just taking the fucking piss. It's like you're stealing 40 minutes, uploading it before the other creator has a chance to upload it, lacing it with fucking ads, and adding no commentary. And you expect that this lazy behavior should be rewarded and that we should all just be okay with it. Well, no, I think it's fucking bullshit. Am I going to strike you down? Probably not, because I don't really want to open that fucking can of worms. But can I say it's gay? Yeah, I think it's pretty gay.
Oh, and I remember because you specifically threatened me. You said, oh, I have my lawyer looking into this situation. And that's when I posted back at you and said, what the f*** are you talking about? I'm not stealing your content. Anything I have is with commentary. We've had this conversation. And you said, oh, okay, good. And that was the end of it.
No, it is true, Review Brock's FBI. So he started off as a Wings troll, and he was too fucking stupid to make it in the Wings A-logging community. They didn't want this fucking bum amongst them, which is really saying something. So then he had to go after fucking with Phil. Why he chooses the two most toxic, fucked up troll communities to make his livelihood off of is beyond me, but that's what he does, right? And he couldn't make it in the Wings community. So now here we are. He flunked out of the Wings troll community. That's tough to do.
So again, I understand that you're upset with me because of our past shit. I understand that. But don't lie and say that I'm stealing your content. I'm not stealing your content. Anything that I do from Locale has commentary, dude. And it's only 2 fucking videos recently. And the reason why I don't really do that many videos on your shit.
It's only twice I robbed you.
Exactly.
You know?
See, and that's the thing. And
but then you're robbing Phil every day.
Well, what I'm saying is,
okay.
What I was saying earlier, Ash, it doesn't matter if he's got 99 videos out of 100 have commentary. The one video that's just a video still breaks the rule. It doesn't matter if you fucked up one time.
I don't feel like
and this is the point, Hazy Knight. Why he's only done it twice? He doesn't do them because Keem makes him do the commentary. And he doesn't want to have to do commentary because his commentary, for 1, is shit. For 2, he's lazy. And for 3, it requires effort. So what he wants to do is just copy, paste. And then it's like people just let him steal from them. And he laughs. Haha, Phil let me steal. That's what it is. By the way, we got Doody streams for $50. Keem, wait, Keem, hold on. Wait, Keem, no problem, Keem, listen. Keem, stop yelling, please, Keem, wait, please, hold on, wait, Keem.
Thank you for $50. Let's go.
Hearing you put a tweet out there, saying that I'm stealing your fucking content.
This is crazy, by the way.
You still there?
Oh, it is.
What's happening?
Hold on.
He fucked it up again.
So
this was this year. He does it. He does it every year.
And what does that clip say again? I know I've seen it a couple times, but it says, "I'm not going to flag."
Let's go over here. Let's just move on a little bit.
It's all great. You can go ahead and
Are you
chat with
coping
this
again?
I'm not coping.
About me going on DSP this
why
week?
Why would you be on my stream, Keem? Why would you be on my stream?
I'm on this stream because 1, I have a history with you stealing my content. 2,
Wait, what?
I want to educate.
And that's enough reason. Yeah, and that's what he was talking about. Was Doody was taking Locale Live, uploading 35-minute segments of it with no commentary, and then profiting off of it. So Keem's like, "F you, you can't do that." Mm-hmm. He goes like, "I don't have to cater to idiots. Like, I can just take this shit down."
Yeah.
And then Doody, when faced with that reality, took the shit down. And then he hasn't been doing Locale Live. And when he does put commentary on. But it's very rare he'll do Locale Live now because he has to do commentary and he wants to be lazy and just make copy-paste content. And it just starts to get frustrating for creators because it's like, you know, we're putting ourselves out here, we're talking, we're doing our fucking thing, and then you've just got a guy who just takes it, boop, here you go, let me lace it with ads. It's mine now. Oh,
and then bragging
really?
about the money on Twitter. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Putting the screenshot with how much money he makes a month. It's like, you should be making none, first of all. Second, if you're, and second of all, you're all bashing DSP for making money. Well, he makes his own content to make the money, but then Doody makes money and you're all fine with that? What? Where's the sense in that?
As long as you add something, like if you are adding commentary, if you're doing it for criticism, like the reason we do shows is to criticize people, right? It's to make jokes and stuff. Now, you can debate whether or not, you know, our criticism is good or our comedy is good.
Or entertainment.
But we are genuinely transforming the content to the point where our commentary, a lot of the time, doubles or triples or is 5 times. Sometimes 10 times. Like, we've taken a clip for 10 minutes long and gone 3 or 4 hours on it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a lie. And people wonder, like, why do you pause it so much? Why do you pause it so much? Why do you add so much commentary? Because making stuff transformative and putting our own spin is important. Otherwise, you're just jacking other people's shit and going, hey, look at this stuff someone else made.
When someone's like, stop pausing, I'm like, just watch the original video. Just type in the name and watch the video and then come back and watch your commentary. There's no point for us to just like, hey guys, so we're going to hit play on this video. And then you just hit play and you sit on your ass, right?
Months ago? The Kino Casino, DSP, excuse me, I'm talking. The DSP and Doody drama. I watched it and
Again, by the way, I'm not against clip channels or even restreamers per se. What I'm it's the people who have to be involved and start like actually
they start their own weird drama and they're like, no, it has to be this way. It's like,
I'm part of this now.
You're a clip channel. Like, stay in your fucking lane.
That's it.
You're a clip channel. And I don't understand why that's so hard. But, you know, I understand people love clip channels. They like that the content is easier to digest. If it actually is. If they've actually edited it and done it properly, which our editor does. So Flaked and Baked takes our shit. He cuts out like the dead air. He cuts out the donos.
Yes.
He cuts out where we go off on tangents and stupid shit. Yeah. And he removes the swearing.
And fixes it for TOS. Fixes it for
TOS and he puts it up. When you have these guys, what they do, they just straight up go, okay, here we go. Let me just take this 40 minutes, dump it in. There it is. Before we're even done on the air. And I just think that that's fucking low. I just think that's fucking scummy. And I'm never going to change my mind on that.
Yeah.
I know it's controversial. You know, people love their clip channels, but let's be real about this.
Yeah.
Watched it from your channel,
yes.
And it was I watched literally 30 minutes uninterrupted of DSP's podcast being uploaded to your channel, where you only said a few words before and only a few words later. And furthermore, I don't think we should debate this anymore because you don't understand what I'm saying and you disagree.
I understand
with
what you're saying.
I think we should get YouTube involved to do a full review of your channel and find out who's right and who's wrong. Do you accept?
If you want to do that, knock yourself out, Keem.
So you accept it's okay. You're not going to call me snitch star.
No,
and say,
you
would be
a snitch.
Yeah,
you would be a snitch.
There it is.
Right? A snitch. Why though? Why would you be a snitch?
Yeah,
why would you be a snitch?
But you know, when he goes, I see count 6 TOS violations on Phil's stream. That's not snitching.
Yeah.
But if Keem says, hey, let's have YouTube take a manual review of your channel to see if you're within monetization guidelines. Oh no, it's Keemstar. Oh no, because you know you're in the wrong, Doody.
You know
you're in the wrong, and you know you get fucking felted. This is what's crazy. Yeah. But this is what's crazy. It doesn't matter whether or not, because Doody tries. Phil gave permission, which this isn't really giving Doody permission to take his shit, not edit it, not transform it at all. Just take big chunks of his shit and upload it before Phil even has a chance to upload it. It doesn't give him that permission. But that permission from Phil, even if it was so, is irrelevant because what Doody is doing falls outside of the guidelines of the YouTube partnership program. If they were to take a hard look at his shit, they would, as Keemstar said, see, this is not original content. This is not transformative to the degree it needs to be, and he would lose his monetization, which is why he's fearful and running away from it. And in DMs, when I asked him, if you're so confident about this, will you submit to the manual review? All Doody could tell me is that he wasn't rich, that he wasn't Review Tech USA. And I'm just like, what? Because when he first said, I'm not rich, I go, so you're admitting you don't own a yacht and you're not a multimillionaire? Like, I'm not surprised. Then he clarified, no, I'm not Review Tech USA. Well, what does that have to do with fucking anything, man? What does that have to do with the price of fucking tea in China? We're talking about whether or not your channel should be monetized for this. And you know what? If it wasn't monetized, I wouldn't give a fuck. But the guy claims to do it for the love of the game. He claims to have all these principles. It's evil for Phil to beg. It's evil for Phil to make money. But here he is robbing Phil, making money off fucking ads. And then when pressed about it, he won't, if he's right about this, if it's all above board, why can't he do a manual review? It's because he knows he would lose his monetization. And that's the only reason he does this shit. Because from what I've heard, Doody is actually on fucking disability and collects a fucking check every month and is broke as a fucking joke.
Bitch about it, but you will be a snitch.
You just gave me your blessing, though.
No one gave you a blessing. If that's something you want to go ahead and
there
do,
it is.
because you want to make
Keem's just saying, listen, if you're not going to admit what you're doing is wrong, let's head to the person who would say it's wrong, which would be YouTube. At least be like, look, what I do may be ridiculous, but I'll chill out or something.
Hold on. No.
Gave you his blessing, right?
If you want to make, no.
Just like DSP gave you his blessing. Brilliant.
Hypocritical.
No, if you want to make me your little pet project, go ahead, Keem. That's perfectly fine, dude. I'm not being hypocritical.
Wait, everyone in his chat there is saying Snitch Star. Guys, he was on Twitter saying, suggesting that Phil should be fucking flagged for TOS.
Yeah. That's how this all started, Doody, was because you opened that can of worms saying Phil should be flagged. And, the fucking squeaky wheel gets the grease, bro. That's what happens.
No, I think we should do this.
You wanna get on my channel.
To argue about it.
You want to get on my channel.
YouTube fully review your channel to see if you qualify for YouTube partnership.
Okay, now have your fun there, Keem, because you decided you want to come on a.
By the way,
no one's giving you a blessing.
No, Doody is fucking shitting his pants that he's genuinely pressed right now, and he's stressed. Because if he loses that monetization, he's probably going to be in the streets.
Don't play this Review Tech USA bullshit about your Patreon. No, I do not give you permission. How's that, Keem?
You did give me permission.
No,
I'm sorry.
I revoked that permission. Okay, Keem.
Oh, so you revoked that permission.
I've revoked that permission, Keem. Okay, we're good.
Are
we good?
Then
are we good?
We could be good if you can
see,
acknowledge what you're doing.
He revoked it because he knows he'll lose on that review. He knows he's not abiding by the TOS on this. It doesn't matter what Phil said. That's neither here nor there. It matters what the terms of service of the partner program are.
Well, Phil could also say, yeah, sure, go ahead, do that. Then you do it. Then he could still DMCA you. He could trick you. Like, it doesn't matter. It's still the law. You can't do that.
In this situation, let's bring down the temperature a little
that's
bit.
The thing, Trago. All he has to do is create meaningful commentary, but he's a lazy bum. And today in DMs, he finally said that he would do commentary. But, I don't believe him. I'll believe it when I see it. I ended it there with him. Okay, you say you're going to add commentary now to every clip of Phil. If you do that, I can't really fucking say shit. But are you, though? Are you? Or is it just bullshit?
You're actually wrong.
Okay.
This is my whole life. I've been doing this for 15 years. What you're doing is wrong on so many levels.
Okay.
And for you to argue and fight with everyone, it's so easy, Doody. Just take my advice, make commentary.
Okay.
Don't put fucking 30 minutes of uninterrupted clips, because I swear to God,
I'm happy to do
if
that, Keem.
YouTube were to look at your channel, you just get demonetized.
Okay.
Because it's not original content.
And that's fine. And that doesn't change the fact that I won't continue doing what I'm doing. I'll continue doing what I'm doing. That doesn't change what I
so it's a no.
He's just gonna persist in his wrongness.
Well, he's like, yeah, okay, I'll do that, but I'm still gonna do it. It doesn't matter if 99% of what you do is right. If 1% is wrong, you can still be. Is what Keem's point
but
is.
He really believes he's this big tough guy that nothing can ever happen to him. He's the lord of the dent tractors. He's the king of the castle. But no, Doody, like you too can get fucking felted, bro. And if you don't correct some of these aspects of your business, you're gonna get felted, bro. You have to add commentary. You can't be stubborn and stuck in your fucking ways and think that this overlay just gives you permission to steal everybody's content constantly. Like, eventually somebody's going to call your bluff and you're going to be felted because you don't really have a leg to stand on.
Do what my content, what I do. Now, hold on. Sorry. So, Keem, if Phil no longer wants me to clip his channel,
faked cancer, but now he's acting all high and mighty like he's
sorry,
a better person.
If
that's the thing, it's one thing to be a leech. It's another thing to be an uppity fucking leech and make a demand that you have a right to fucking leech from people and provide nothing. Anyway, continue.
If Phil doesn't want me to use his content at all, he needs to publicly say that. If he
and watch. So now watch. In the chat, Phil will say that.
Okay.
He will publicly say that. But Doody will ban him from the channel, and so that's not allowed to influence the course of this conversation. And then in my conversation with Doody privately, he said Phil must make a video where he says this so that Doody can clip it and make money off of it. Like, that's straight up. He's like, it has to be a video. He has to say that. He has to say that he's bitch made and he's a little bitch and da-da-da-da. And it's like, fuck you. Who are you to be making demands of anyone, buddy? I'm pretty sure his written word is good enough to retract any sort of consent that he didn't actually give you in the first place.
Publicly says that without commentary or transformative. If he says that, fine.
But I will go ahead and the dent tractors don't have the speaking skills to provide commentary. They're literal the ones, all of the ones that I have listened to sound like they're fucking remedial like straight up slobber buckets, can't tie the shoes, just fucking total bums. Like, let's be real. Not one of these guys is charismatic whatsoever. If you could point me to the one that is, I would be amazed. But none of them are very good. They're all trash. That's why it has to be about stealing Phil's content, because they're not able to just go and cut like a 10, 15-minute righteous promo about why Phil is this or that. They have to fucking, here's just 30 minutes of Phil. Oh, my title's enough commentary. Shit.
No longer clip his stuff without commentary. I'm more than happy to do that. But again, Keem, I don't like the way you try to pigeonhole me because of our history.
Well, it works, right?
Look at Doody's face here. Why does he use this Fallout thing? Is it just like what? Is whatever?
Works,
right?
No, it doesn't work.
Again, failure.
I'll also just point this out. The detractor mentality is like around, find out. Like, they'll dox our editor, they'll threaten to swat us, and all this evil shit. But when Doody fucks around and finds out, and there's somebody willing to call his bluff, suddenly, oh my god, how can you do this?
Yeah,
it's just funny how it is. Or when Phil starts talking shit back, it's, oh, what about these TOS violations?
Yeah,
it's just funny, the cry bully tactics from these fucking people. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Because you
instead of coping, instead of making up shit,
no one's
you've
coping,
acknowledged that
dude.
you're in the wrong.
No, I haven't acknowledged anything. What I'm telling you is that hold on.
Let's do the YouTube review.
If Phil,
let's do the YouTube review then.
If Phil wants me to stop,
do I have your permission to have YouTube review your channel?
Listen to me, Keem. If Phil wants me to stop,
you gotta pick one.
If
it's
Phil,
either YouTube,
this is what I'm picking.
Or admit you're wrong.
Keemstar, this is what I'm picking. What I'm picking here is if DSP wants me to stop using his content the way I'm currently using it with clips, he needs to say that. If he says that, I will modify how I produce my content. So I'm telling you that right now. The same way. Wait, Keem, hold on.
Like, Why doesn't he just do it so he's compliant with TOS? But it's this whole power game where he needs to enforce his power over Phil. And Phil has to make the video the way I want. And then when Phil does do the video, it won't be good enough. And Doody will make him do it 4 or 5 times. Ultimately, like, Phil really would be within his rights to just fucking nuke Doody from orbit, but then the crying would never fucking end, right?
Mm-hmm.
The same way,
God.
the same,
Okay.
dude.
You've
I'm
already
sorry,
said
man.
this. You're
Okay,
repeating the same thing over and over
then
again.
go ahead and
Are you done
acknowledge
yet?
it. Go ahead and acknowledge it. You haven't acknowledged
Okay.
it yet.
Let me give you some advice.
Go ahead.
All right. This is the correct way to do things.
Okay.
All right. You will admit that I know more about this YouTube entertainment world and all the policies and everything than you, right? You do admit that, right?
You do. Yes, you do, Keem.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So this is best practices moving forward, Doody, right? What you should do is you should keep uninterrupted clips 5 minutes
Doody. Jeez.
or less. All right.
Okay.
So let's
Listen to me, Doody. Like, jeez.
say DSP is making a point, right? You got to stop that clip.
I'll be real, bro.
and
It circles like
It circles and
now. Now
circles
it's like the
around.
next 20 minutes is the same thing. It's
I
over.
just want to point out to people, Phil did show up in this chat. I wish I could find the part where Phil showed up. And Phil said, I revoke whatever you're saying I said I did. And
he
was
tweeted about
fucking-
it too, right after.
And he was banned immediately from chat. They swept it up. When our guys showed up to this, they were banned as well. The entire chat's wrenches. This whole thing is pathetic. These guys talk all this fucking shit and they try and pretend they're the hardest, toughest guys in the yard. But when the moment that just mere jokes happen to them or people fire back, they fucking melt down. And these guys resort to the most pathetic, desperate tactics possible.
Uh-oh.
And it just shouldn't be this way.
Uh-oh.
That's all I really gotta say.
Uh-oh. Ash.
What?
Apparently, Keemstar just said they're going to go through all of Doody's content and show every violation he's ever done right now.
There it is. There it is.
Are we heading on break?
I think so, guys. I think that's
Guys!
about
2 to 3 weeks off. We're gone. I'll be tweeting about this. Also, everyone
Yeah.
retweet my tweet. I'm gonna try to stay off the internet. I might tweet here and there.
I'm
Ashton's
gonna try and do some videos for you
Yeah.
guys.
You know-
Some vlogs and stuff like that.
You know
Maybe
what?
where I'm traveling and shit.
You
But
know what, Ash, I'll do before I leave. I'll be doing some videos about games and stuff. I make a folder there. You'll see it on Gumroad. Ash will be doing that also on the Cathedral channel, right?
yes.
Yes.
So on the Cathedral channel, there
Sakino
should
Cathedral.
be some videos come up at least as well. But I'm going to try and take some level of break as well. We appreciate all of you guys tuning in. It was a really Kino summer. It was the summer of Kino.
It was really
This
good.
is kind of like the season finale to the arc. And I hope you guys liked the interview with
guys.
Josh and Phil today. And
We'll miss you all, guys. We'll see you at the end of September. We love you all. And have fun with this the rest of your summer. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.